بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Unit 9 Trouble Shooting. What's the meaning? What's the meaning of troubleshooting? Look at this picture. This is a page from an instruction user manual. The title of the page is Troubleshooting. تشخيص الأعطال، اكتشاف الأعطال. Lesson 1 Operation. 1. Working pairs. How does this vehicle move? This is the vehicle. How does it move? Okay, look at the vehicle. Look at the parts of the vehicle. This is the body. This is the body of the vehicle. And this is the fan, engine, handlebar, and this is a lever. This is a lever. 2. What do the main parts do? What do the main parts do? Complete the chart. Okay, part, you write them here, and function. Function, الوظيفة. The function is drive the fan. What is the part which drives the fan? Drive the fan. يشغل the fan. Okay, this part is the engine. Okay, this is the engine. Okay, this one. Pull the air in and force the air down. Force the air down. يدفع الهواء down. What's this? Which part does this? This is the fan. The fan. Okay, the function. Control the speed and acceleration. Control the speed of the vehicle and acceleration. تسارع. This is the lever. This is the lever. Okay, this one. Steer. Steer the airboat. Steer the airboat. يوجه the airboat. يتحكم في اتجاهها. Steer. This is the handlebar. Handlebar. Okay, the last one, support the rider. This is the rider. Support the rider. Which part? The body. The body. Listen and check your answers. Okay, let's listen and check.
Unit 9 Troubleshooting. Recording 47.
Look at the airboard. You can see the 5 main parts: the body, the engine, the fan, the handlebar, and the 2 levers. The body supports the rider and
Yes, the body supports the rider.
fan, the handlebar, and the 2 levers. The body supports the rider and the engine drives the fan.
The engine drives the fan.
The handlebar steers the airboard left.
Yes, the handlebar steers the airboard again.
Rider and the engine drives the fan. The handlebar steers the airboard left and right.
Left and right.
Ah, yes, I see. So what does the fan do?
It pulls the air in and forces it downwards.
Right. And what do the two levers do?
They control the speed and acceleration of the airboard.
Yeah, the two levers. What do? They control the speed. Listen again and complete the dialogue. Okay. Look at the airport. Look at the airport. This is the airport. This vehicle is an airport. Look at the airport. You can see the 5 main parts: the body, the engine, the fan, the handlebar, and the 2 levers. The body supports the rider, and the engine. Okay, listen.
Unit 9. Troubleshooting. Recording 47.
Look at the airboard. You can see the 5 main parts: the body, the engine, the fan, the handlebar, and the 2 levers. The body supports the rider, and the engine drives the fan.
The engine drives the fan. The handlebar.
The handlebar steers the airboard left and right.
The handlebar steers the airboard left and right. Oh, yes.
Ah, yes, I see. So what does the fan do?
What does the fan do? What does the fan do? What does the fan do?
It pulls the air in and forces it downwards.
It pulls the air in and forces it downward للأسفل.
Right. And what do the 2 levers do?
What do the 2 levers do?
They control the speed and acceleration of the airboard.
They control the speed and acceleration of the airport. Language. We have 2 questions. You see, these are the questions. Question 1. What does the engine do? What does the engine do? What does the engine do? يعني ماذا يفعل المحرك الماكينة? What does the engine do? Question 2. What do the levers do? What do the levers do? وماذا تفعل العصيان؟ levers المقابض. Okay, look, what do? What does the engine؟ مفرد. The engine مفرد. إذا what does the engine؟ مع المفرد نستخدم does. What does the engine do? levers جمع. What do the levers do? What do نستخدم do. What do the levers do? Okay, again. What does the engine do? It drives the fan. It drives the fan. What do the levers do? They control the speed. They control the speed. Five, make short dialogues about the parts of the airport. Okay, we will make questions like this one. What does or what do? Got number one. Fan cool the engine? No. Let's say, does the fan cool the engine? Does the fan cool the engine? No, it doesn't. This is the question. This is the answer. Does the fan cool the engine? No, it doesn't. Okay. Push air downward. هذه وظيفة الفان. Push air downward. Again. Does the fan cool the engine? No, it doesn't. Okay. So, what does the fan do? What does it do? What does it do? What does the fan do? It pushes air downwards. It pushes air downwards. Okay, let's make question. Let's make two questions for number two. Okay, the first question will be answered with no. Okay. Engine drive the wheels. Engine drive the wheels. The question is, does the engine drive the wheels? Does the engine drive the wheels? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So, what does the engine do? What does the engine do? It drives the fan. It drives the fan. 3. Levers. Look, levers. جمع. Stop the airport? No. Okay, what's the question? Do the levers stop the airport? Do the levers stop the airport? No, they don't. No, they don't. So, what do they do? What do they do? They increase the speed. They increase the speed. 4. Handlebars control the brakes. Okay, the question. Do the handlebars control the brakes? Do the handlebars control the brakes? No, they don't. No, they don't. So, what do they do? What do they do? They steer the airport. They steer the airport. Reading. Read this article from a technical magazine and answer the questions below. Okay, let's read the airport, how it works. You stand on the airboard and ride it like a skateboard. The board moves on a cushion of air like a small hovercraft. Like what? Like a small hovercraft. This is a hovercraft. It has a fiberglass body, an engine, a large fan, a flexible rubber skirt, a friction wheel. It has a wheel, a friction wheel, a handlebar, and 2 levers. The engine and the fan are mounted on the body. The engine and the fan are mounted on the body. Mounted on the body يعني مثبتة على البادي. مثبتة فوق البادي. The skirt and the friction wheel are suspended from the body. The skirt and the friction wheel are suspended from the body. Suspended from the body معلقة من البادي. معلقة متدلية من البادي. The handlebar is mounted on the body at the front. The levers are attached to the handlebar. The levers are attached to the handlebar. Attached to the handlebar. مثبتة بالhandlebar. The engine drives the fan. The function of the fan is to suck air in. Suck air in. Suck air. تسحب الهواء in. And to force it downwards. This pushes the vehicle upwards and propels it forwards. And propels it forwards. Propels means push it. يدفعها إلى الأمام. Forwards. On the body there is a fiberglass platform. This one. This supports the rider. The skirt contains the air and the cushion of air supports the airboard. The rider uses the handlebar to steer the board. One lever controls the speed of the engine and the fan. The other lever controls the friction wheel. The friction wheel touches the ground for 1 or 2 seconds and accelerates the airboard into the air. If you want to stop, simply release the levers. Simply release. أفلت. أفلت. اترك the levers. Okay, now let's read the questions. What's the friction wheel for? What is it for? من أجل ماذا? The friction wheel. What's the friction wheel for? Look at the answer. The friction wheel touches the ground for 1 or 2 seconds and accelerates the airboard. It's used for this, for accelerating the airboard into the air. Into the air. Two. Is the skirt above or below the body? Below the body. The skirt is below the body. This is the skirt. What is it made of? Okay, made of what? Made of what? What's the material? Where is the answer? Rubber. It's made of rubber. Flexible rubber. It's made of flexible rubber. مطاط مرن. Can you bend it? Can you bend it? Yes, it's flexible. It's flexible. 3. Which part of the airboard does the rider stand on? Which part of the airboard does the rider stand on? The body. The rider stands on the body. 4. What happens if you take your hands off the levers? Take your hands off the levers. It will stop. The lever will stop. 5. Does propel, line 15, this one, Okay, does propel mean pull, push, hold, or control? Let's read. This pushes the vehicle upwards and propels it forward. Propel, what does it mean? It means push, push. Number 6. Find words which mean the opposite of backwards, upwards. Okay, backwards. What's the opposite? Forwards. Yeah, forwards. Forwards. Backward. The opposite is forwards. Upwards. What's the opposite? Downwards. This one. Downwards. 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 7. Rewrite the sentences to give the same meaning. The same meaning. Okay, 1. The purpose of the handlebar is to steer the airboat. Yeah, the purpose, يعني الغرض. The purpose of the handlebar is to steer the airboat. Example. هذا الجواب. The handlebar steers the airboat. Number 2. The job of those levers is to control the speed of the airboat. Okay. Let's say the levers control what? The speed of the airboat. Three. The function of the friction wheel is to accelerate the airboat. The function وظيفة. The function of the friction wheel is to accelerate the airboat. Let's say the friction wheel accelerates the airboat. Four. The purpose of the fan and the engine is to propel the airboat forwards. Let's say the fan and the engine. Okay. The fan and the engine. Okay, what do they do? The fan and the engine propel the airboat. Okay, propel the airboat. Forward. Propel the airboat forward. Number 5. The function of the skirt. The function of the skirt is to hold the air and to support the airboat. The skirt holds the air and supports. Okay, the skirt holds the air and supports the airboat. last one. The job of the body and the platform is to support the rider. The body and the platform, okay, what do they do? The body and the platform support the rider. Eight. Match the pictures with the sentences. Okay. X is attached to Y. X is suspended from Y. X is mounted on Y. X is connected to Y. Okay, look at picture A. This is X and this is Y. What do we say? X is what? X is suspended from Y. Suspended from Y. متدلي من Y. X is suspended from Y. Look at B. This is X and this is Y. What do we say? X is mounted on Y. Mounted on Y. مثبت على Y. C. This is X and this is Y. Okay, X is connected to Y. Connected to Y. موصل ب Y. D. This is X and this is Y. What do we say? X is attached to Y. X is attached to Y. 9. Complete these sentences. Use each phrase once only. Attached to, connected to, mounted on, suspended from. 1. The huge cables of the Millau Bridge are what? The cables are suspended from the pylons. The cables are suspended from the steel pylons. The cables are suspended from the pylons. 2. The pylons and the road deck are what? The pylons and the deck are mounted on piers. The pylons and the deck are mounted on concrete piers. Mounted on piers. 3. Close the circuit switch. Close the circuit switch. Now the lamp is connected to the current. Now the lamp is connected to the current. 4. The shelf is the wall with screws. The shelf is attached to the wall with screws. Thank you.